Right, the idea is I get these skids off now and see what condition we are under here. Yeah, I thought they were going to be more difficult to get off than that. Now I should have taken these off prior to blasting, but actually, yeah. See, he has managed to blast, but there's a bit there where I haven't managed to paint, so I'm going to go under that with the paint. Do the other side as well, and I've got to get all the paint off of these skids because that just won't do. Kind of easier seeing under there with the camera. So yeah, right there where my finger is, I can see an unpainted bit, but it is blasted okay. So I just need to get my paintbrush and splotch under there. Basically, it's no big deal. I'm making such a big palaver out of that. So I'm going to use Jodie Pioneer White for the inside. Now normally would use a 2-pack for this, but because I'm going to have to grind stuff off and weld and touch it up, and there's going to be lots of touching up, I wanted to just use a single pack for non-fully immersed material. This is going to be fine, according to Jodie, and I did speak to their technical people. But for the outside, I'll use the hard top, which is a 2-pack. I just want to get this finished, and then I can get this out the mould and get this out the way. So it's mask on for the rest of the day. Fiberglass first. Alright, first coat. Such a hideous job this. 2 coats of this, 1 coat of glass. I'm done with that. I'll leave this about 20 minutes, I think. Now, because the paint I'm going to use is a single pack acrylic, I am going to give it a little bit of a key on the inside, which is of course a complete nuisance. Right, I've done the sanding inside, and this I'm on the 2nd coat of this now because this is ready for the next coat. You can see on the surface here, I went just a little bit too thick here, and I've started to sand it, and I've sanded it down to the metal, which is not right. So I've sanded this smooth. I'm just going to go over this a very light coat. This has just got to be as smooth as is possible. And I'm going to do the skids now. I've done around the top again as best I can. I think you're still going to need a little bit of a sand down there. You need a bit of work yet, not too happy about that. Oh, one more coat of fiberglass. Alright, that's the 2 coats of gel coat and 1 coat of fiberglass matting. And I'm just going to wait half an hour and then go turn it upside down and then just go along the inside. On the previous one, I tried at this point to get the stuff on the inside from upside down, and it just made the whole thing really awkward. For the rest of it, it wasn't quite right. So I'm not doing that. I'm going to give it about 20 minutes, flick it over. Right, so I put the skids back on. They will have to come off again for final painting, but for now I want them on so that it can rest on its own feet. So I'm just going to put it back down and I can start on the seat. Okay, I was kind of hoping that the first bits of the swage lock fittings would have come this week, but they've not arrived. So what I'm going to do is fit the seat. I did want to paint inside. I'm ready for internal painting for the white colour, but I'm going to have to do a little bit of welding on that seat bracket anyway, so I might as well do that now, get that in. So I need to get it in place and see where it's going to go, and then think about getting some brackets for it. I'm switching to the wide angle lens, so there's no microphone, but I've literally just got the seat absolutely on the deck, or on the hull, and I think that is about right. I'm slightly lower. If I just put that with my eye, that is in line. The camera, where's the camera? There. Camera's in line with my eye there, and that isn't bad, but I just got a feeling could just do with being a tiny bit higher. But I mean, it's very, very close, and so, and the back is absolutely perfect there. Oops, I moved it, but the back wants to be right, so it's in line with this part of the tower. So just wiggle that back, so that is literally where it wants to be. So there, in relation to the downward facing viewport, and I think by the time I've put some little brackets on to hold it, it'll be up by, well, God, it doesn't want to be up by much, only a tiny bit, just to lift it off the paintwork, and then I'm going to leave it like that, I think. And I'm really not sure if I need to put a deck in. It's not designed to be moved around in, so I might just see how everything looks once the pipe work is in. But let's get this seat bracket made. Okay, it's always good to have a helper just to see and to look from the outside. So just look right forward, John. Can you see out there all right? What do you think? Yeah. Right, we'll try it with a little bit higher, all right? I think slightly too low, but you're shorter than me, but not by much now. Right, come out again. Right, go on. Right. So this is with a piece of wood on to raise it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Yeah. You could, because you can see down a lower angle a little bit. Yeah. All right, I think we'll go with it. We'll go slightly higher. All right, you can come out now. Right, so just some temporary bolts. I mean, I know it's not much of a job this, but it's all got to be done. So I'm going to just offer it up into place now, see if that looks about right. Okay, how does that look? I think that's about, it looks about right. Kind of gauging by the edge here. I wanted it to clear, which it does. Let me just try it then. The seat just conveniently, your back sort of goes up against that, then your shoulders up against the tower bit. I want to be able to clearly see down through that viewport. Perhaps just a fraction forward, like that maybe. Yeah, that's where it's going to go. So this is what I was meaning when I said that I've now got to grind this off, because obviously these are going to have to be welded on. I can't weld with the paint, so really these should have got on before, but I just can't work like that. I need to visualise stuff as I go along. So let's just grind a bit of this off, weld them on and then repaint. You can see it makes a bit of a mess, so I've just got to get in there, just tidy that up. And I'll have to do this every time I weld a bracket or something on, which is a real nuisance, but that's just the way I'm doing it. Alright, so I'm not meaning to make a rigmarole out of this joint, but you can, I don't know if you can see that there. It's very difficult to see. I was aiming really low down onto this thicker plate, I guess 8mm to 3mm with no preheating. Not good. I mean, it's a non-structural part, so it only has to stick it together. But you can see I missed a little bit there, and it probably doesn't matter. I mean, it's like I said, it's not structural, but I just might get a little bit of corrosion in there, so I've had to rig the machine back up again just to fill in that tiny little hole there. I mean, it's a little bit cold, but I'm afraid I didn't want to preheat it because of the paint, and like I said, these are only brackets for the seats. It only has to hold my weight, it's nothing structural. Alright, so that's got that hole closed up. Right, so it fits, it's on. I just haven't quite got time to bolt it on and do the paint. I'll have to do that tomorrow. I've got to go.